recorded live in beautiful Colorado, USA. Broadcast around the world. You're listening to the Quarterly Review Podcast, produced by Three Angels Message Ministry. Your host is Tamara Rookdashel.
Welcome to the Quarterly Review Podcast, produced by Three Angels Message Ministry. I'm your host, Tamara Rookdashel, and today is Wednesday, September 18th, 2019. We're in Lesson 12. This quarter's been titled The Least of These. Today is titled Peacemaking. Let's start with a word of prayer. Good morning, Father. Today we explore the peace that you offer us, and how it is the enemy that steals our peace away. Because we are easily distracted, the chaos the enemy surrounds us with keeps us from giving you the attention, adoration, and focus you deserve. When that happens, we are not who you created us to be, and we cannot fulfill our purpose for being created. Not only can we not spread the good news that we are your children and that we have been redeemed by your precious Messiah's sacrifice, but can also, with his example, one day walk off this earth to finally look upon your holy face and live a life beautiful and spectacular beyond any imagination. So, Father, thank you for your peace that passes all understanding, and thank you for the commission to help others accept this amazing gift by getting to know you, the only true God. Send us as emissaries. In Yeshua's name, we praise you, love you, and thank you. Amen. Wednesday, September 18th. Peacemaking. I will read Matthew chapter 5, verse 9, NIV. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. In the kind of world we live in, how do we do what Jesus says here? Ultimately, how successful can we be? See also Mark 13, verse 7. Violent conflict is a significant cause of suffering. Included in the costs of war are the direct victims and shattered lives. The attention and resources devoted to military machinery that would be better diverted to alleviating our human needs and the ongoing suffering of war survivors and veterans, even among the quote-unquote victors. Then, there are the many smaller conflicts that scar countless lives in families and communities. As such, a passion for justice cannot ignore the mandate to peacemaking. At the heart of the gospel of Jesus is God's gracious and grand act of peacemaking, reconciling sinful human beings to their Creator. See 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verses 18 to 21. And the reconciliation we receive becomes the pattern for us to be, quote-unquote, ambassadors for this reconciliation for others as well. Now I will read Isaiah 52, verse 7, NIV. How beautiful on the mountains are the feet of those who bring good news, who proclaim peace, who bring good tidings, who proclaim salvation, who say to Zion, your God reigns. How do we live out this text too? The gospel of peace also becomes the motivation, pattern, and resource for working for peace in our violent world. Quote, the heart that is in harmony with God is a partaker of the peace of heaven and will diffuse its blessed influence on all around. The spirit of peace will rest like dew upon hearts weary and troubled with worldly strife. End quote. Thoughts from the Mount of Blessing, page 28. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus said, blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. That was Matthew 5, 9, NIV. Taking this further, not only did he affirm the commandment against killing, he said that we should not be angry or hold a grudge. See Matthew chapter 5, verses 21 to 26. And that we should love our enemies and pray for those who persecute us. In Matthew chapter 5, verses 43 to 48. Meaning that we should take active steps to seek their good. There are many inspiring stories of people who have devoted their lives to peacemaking in the world's trouble spots, bringing glimpses of reconciliation and healing, and often alleviating much of the injustice and suffering these conflicts have brought. What are ways that your church, at its local level, could act in the role of peacemaker? We hope you enjoyed our review of today's quarterly lesson. We recommend writing down and looking up Bible text in your own Bible and for yourself. Also, write down your answers to the questions so they have a chance to inspire further thought, to inspire action, to inspire change in your life and the lives of those around you. We have made available a free PDF download of just the questions for each week available within our blog posts. These are great additions to keeping a spiritual journal of what God has done in your life. Please visit us online at www.3am-ministry.org to see what other services we offer and to become involved in the conversation within our forum. Additional copies of the booklets can be ordered from our resource library. You can also download or purchase materials we reference in our podcast videos or PDFs on that page as well. If you are also looking for groups in your area that are studying with us, we can provide information to connect you. Please hit follow, like, or subscribe on the podcast page you are on so you can receive up-to-date podcasts and access to all of our services. We look forward to connecting with you online in the future and in God's kingdom.
Thank you for joining us today. To find out more about our ministry, listen to older podcasts, read additional articles, join our forum, access printable PDFs, or order your own published quarterly booklet, please visit us online at www.3am-ministry.org. Have a blessed and prosperous day.